surprises for us. Well, in cash and kind. So let's have the agenda for today's program. So we're going to be having welcome address, like I just did, by the community lead and lead mentor. Miss Pearl is going to be joining us in a bit. We're going to have an address from the CEO. We're going to have an address from the CTO. We are equally going to have an address from the CIO of SolaviseTech. Then the lead mentor is going to address us. She has been the lead mentor. She has been mentoring us. She knows us. So she will have something to tell us. Then we also have the cohort highlights. We're going to be saying how many people registered, those who were accepted, those who went through the program, and all of that. We invited two very amazing women in data who graduated from the SolaviseTech main training program. So we're going to be having them here. They're going to tell us more about data. They're going to tell us more about the field, about SolaviseTech, about the training and their experience, as well as they're going to motivate us on how to decide on our next steps. We equally have the presentation of the top 10, where top 10 participants for cohort 2, where we are equally going to be having the top 3. Those 3 people made the program very lively. They made good use of the program and they were very active too. Then we are going to have graduation reflections from the first 3, the top 3 graduates. Then we are equally going to talk more about the SolaviseTech main training program for each and every one of us who are going to be interested. Meanwhile, we always have something. Like I said, we have a surprise package for everyone. Then we're going to have appreciation and closing, and we officially take our photos for the graduation program, and we are going to close as SolaviseTech Women Data Community Ladies who just graduated. So once more, welcome to each and every one of us here. The program has been amazing, and I'm really, really happy that we had people who started from the application, they were accepted, they went through the program, they did everything they were supposed to do, and they are here today to be graduated. I'm really, really happy. Please keep the reactions coming. And I'm going to be giving the floor to the CEO of SolaviseTech. So please let's welcome the CEO, Dr. Samba. He has few words to tell us. The man of few words, but when he starts talking, it's not few words again. So let's give him the floor for Dr. Samba.
Okay, thank you very much. Adichie, please, can you maybe stop sharing your screen from your end? Thank you. Who is excited to be here today? I like to speak in a hall that is very energetic. If you're excited to be here today, can I see you on camera? Just be on camera, guys. Can you be on your camera? I can see Sandrine on her camera. I can see Faith. I can see Aqua Constance. Excellent. Can we all be on our cameras if you're excited to be here today? If you're excited to be here today, can I see you on camera? All right. All right. So today is yet another day. Welcome, Atom. Welcome, Pauline. So today's another interesting day as we walk through a journey that started out with just pure courage. Lots of you were not very certain how this journey was going to look like, but you made it here today. So I want you to celebrate yourselves, guys. Just celebrate yourself for being here today. It takes a lot. It takes a lot for you to be here today. Just celebrate yourselves. And this is very important because if you don't celebrate yourself, nobody will celebrate you, right? If you don't celebrate yourself, nobody's going to celebrate you. Don't let other people celebrate you better than you celebrate yourself. And that's the reason why I am always so passionate and happy to encourage people that are pushing themselves to become better. See, today we are talking about a community that we've been building over the years. It's been close to 5 years today we've been building this community. But this community, SolaviseTech, did not just start out of something already made. I want to just walk you guys through a little journey. When I was convinced that I really wanted to build a tech community, I had no experience. By the way, for those who are just joining for the first time, I'm a medical doctor. But how come a medical doctor will start out his life, gets trained for 7 years, patients, and today he finds himself building tech communities? This is purpose for me. And this is purpose, right? And because at some point my wife really sacrificed a lot to see that I could make this shift into technology and be able now to build a community that can give access to opportunity for people, that's the reason for which I became so passionate about building a community now for women only. Because I saw the things she went through, be able to accommodate this, this dream. And I'm asking myself, how many more women out there that also have dreams that want to come to life, but they don't have the platform? And so we decided to start out with this platform. And so even when we were to start out with this platform, it wasn't too clear to me. I never really knew how we were going to go about it. And then I just started having consultations with other ladies that were doing similar stuff. I started talking with ladies in the US who were building in the space of Women Data International. For example, Otomak Atem. I was asking questions, just asking questions. And then we decided to start. And a few persons decided on this call to say yes, they would love to support the vision. And so as I delve into my welcome talk, I want us to celebrate our tutors who have been guiding us. Please, can you put your hands together for Miss Pearl and Ajiche? Please, all of you who have gone through this program, can you please put your hands together for them? These are ladies that have put in the work. You all can testify that putting the time, the energy, the resources it takes to be able to support ladies. And so when you look at the tech space today, it's like it's a man's place. It's like it's dominated by the men. And so many women don't think that this is their place, but they need a safe space where they can come, they can share their fears, they can share their strengths, they can push each other, they can encourage each other to believe in themselves that this is not just a man's thing, that we all have the same brain, they can do this thing. And that's what we're out here to do. And so you guys have been able to go through a 2 months rigorous program. In the course of these 2 months, we never really expected you guys to come out as experts in what you were taught. But we really expected to see people who have a new way of thinking. People who are now conscious of where the world is going to and how they can position themselves. People who today will not sit and blame the government of their countries to say there are no jobs, there are no opportunities, but who will start asking questions differently. That how can I take the foundations that has been given to me and make the most out of it? How can I leverage from the connections that I've been able to have through this platform and make the most out of it? That how can I look at my life 2 years from today, 3 years from today, and say that because of this encounter with SolaviseTech, women in the community, my life is better. I'm so excited talking about this because I used to say this when I started SolaviseTech, that I look forward to the day I'm going to travel the world with my team. And guess what? I'm just coming back from Rwanda. Last week I was in Rwanda with 6 members on the SolaviseTech team. Kevin came in from Kenya with his wife. 3 other members came in from Cameroon. I came in from Canada. And we spent 1 full week together, bonding, connecting with other leaders across the world. And I just asked myself, what if I said no to that call? What if I said no? That I wasn't so prepared. I never had all it took. I never had the money. What if I said no? I don't have an IT background. What if I said no? I don't have a computer science background. What if I said no to the call? And then I'm asking myself, on this call right now, we are over 32 of us. I'm looking at each and every one of us. How many people's lives can become better tomorrow in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years because we said yes to this call? And so I want us to personalize this session today. This graduation ceremony is not the end of it. It's the start of another hill that we're about to climb. And so each and every person who's going to come here will share a bit about what it takes. We have amazing keynote speakers, and I want us to appreciate our keynote speakers who are going to be coming in the person of Pauline. In fact, you're going to be hearing about Pauline. For those of you ladies here who don't believe in themselves, I've just read through her profile on LinkedIn, and I'm amazed. I don't want to declare, what she's just done recently for AWS, but it's mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing. Guys, it's possible. There are just few of them that have achieved what she has done for AWS in Africa. It's mind-blowing. I don't even want to talk about the next keynote speaker, Aqua Constance, who I got connected to through a conference. And from that conference, we got to a talk one day, and I just said, there is somebody I would like to connect you with. From there, the story, today it's something else. I see her traveling from one TV station to one radio station, from one school to the next, inspiring women. She's dominating in her space. She did not just come here to learn the technical side of data science. Today, she is using that, and she's an authority in her own space in Cameroon and globally. My question for you is, what would you do with all what you've acquired through this program? Would you go back, fold your arms and say, oh, I'm good? Or would you keep that fire burning? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be coming back again because there is an exciting, offer we're going to be making for especially those who decided to not just take this thing like, it's just for me, but they decided to hold the hands of their mates through. It's an exciting opportunity. I just want you to stay put to the end of this program as we unfold that. So thank you so much, and let the party begin. Over to you, Ajiche, to bring on the next speaker. Thank you.
So please, your mic was muted.
Yeah, so I said you can take it over for me right now.
All right, so thank you very much.
So you're muted in case you're speaking.
Oh, sorry, I was trying to share my screen again. All right, so I'm sure we have been motivated by Dr. Samba's story. Like during the SolaviseTech Women Data Program, we always have this one statement: just show up, just show up. Miss Pearl got it, just show up. I got it, just show up. And I think we always repeated the statement, just show up. And Dr. Saba is here now today, and he's telling us, just take the step, just take the step, just answer the call, just take the step, whether you have the resources or not. Once you have the drive, you can get anywhere. You can get anywhere. So we are, please, is the CTO around?
Okay, so I don't see Kevin on the call right now, so we could just proceed. Most likely will join us along the way.
Good, Mr. Eric. All right, so we are going to be having an address from the CIO. I'm sure somebody will he has always been available, honestly, throughout the Women in Data program. Some people may not even know that this is him, but he has always been available. He's the one who arrange the meetings. He'll be there. Honestly, some people don't even know, but he has always been in the background. He's like the man supporting, he's the team of men supporting women. So honestly, it will really be amazing hearing from him, knowing that he has been in the background throughout. So let's give it on for the CIO and let's hear from him. Over to you, Mr. Eric.
Thank you so much, IGJ. Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. It's a pleasure to be here and an honor, of course, to be among the ladies. And in case you don't know, whenever you saw SolaviseTech, you know, somebody and meeting you in the class from SolaviseTech, know that I was the one, right? And I've watched you guys from the beginning, and I must say, you guys are so exceptional, right? Yes. I think that the energy that you guys brought in this session, in this particular cohort, is very, very special. It's very, very special. Special not only from the energy aspect, but from the fact that this is one of the cohorts that has been very, very much active on LinkedIn, right? My focus is going to be a bit on visibility because I care so much about you being showing out yourself out there, right? I've seen that this is one of the cohorts that has been so much visible on LinkedIn. Yeah, so I want to give a shout out to you guys. For anyone who's been engaging, who's been posting on their profile, for anyone who's been engaging with SolaviseTech, for anyone who's been talking about their journey, documenting their journey, right? I know a lot of people here, not because they are in the group, but because they're active on LinkedIn. That is one thing I noticed, yes. If you are in SolaviseTech and you're active, I will know because you're on LinkedIn. Because on the numbers, I can't read your number in the WhatsApp group. I can't read your name, right? But I will read your name on LinkedIn. And once I read your name, I will know, okay, is this person that posted about this? So I want to appreciate you guys and say you guys did so well. Yes, in terms of visibility. And I don't want to say much. I want to say this is just the beginning. Yes, every end is a beginning. So don't feel that you've already made it. It's just a beginning. This session was meant to like open up your mind, to see possibilities, to see opportunities, to see where you can get in, to see where you can fit in. Do you want to focus on AI? Do you want to focus on ML? Do you want to focus on data? Right? So this session was just an eye-opener for you to project yourself out there. Let people know that you are an expert in AI. You are an expert in data. Right? If somebody is going on LinkedIn and they're looking for an AI expert, your name should pop up first. Your name should pop up. Right? And you must have noticed that one key thing that I was doing was sharing you guys opportunities, job opportunities, right, in the group. And you notice that all of those opportunities were coming from where? From LinkedIn. From LinkedIn. And one thing I noticed is that around 80%, 70 to 80% of those opportunities, they were around data analysis, AI, ML. So just that information tells you where the future is heading to. Right? And to let you know that you are in the right place. You are in the right place. And if you want to project yourself, keep up and believe you me, the future is bright for you. There are a lot of opportunities in the community, and we are just here to open up your eyes to let you know, hey, there are opportunities in this field, right? And you are welcome to be part of the community. And again, the journey has just begun. And let's keep in touch. That's all I will say. And wishing you all the best. We are here to support you from this step moving forward, right? And feel free. You're already part of the community. So congratulations once again. Congratulations.
Thank you very, very much, Mr. Eric. Thank you. So honestly, you can see what the data science field is doing, what the data field is doing in general. Honestly, the opportunities are so big. Sometimes you will not know when you are still getting into the field. You will not know when you're still learning, because I think I got into the field 3 years ago when what I was studying had nothing to do with data science, but I was like, I think this is my field. I think I like to analyze data. I'll keep learning. And fast forward to today, honestly, data is doing a lot in my life. It's been a lot in my life. I cannot say much, but data is doing a lot in my life. Financially, community wise, I mean a whole lot. Opportunity wise. I've gotten to meet a lot of people. I've gotten to meet great people like Dr. Samba, Mr. Eric, and it's really, really amazing. I think this is where you want to be. This is really where you want to be. So just take up the opportunity and also say to yourself, this is where I want to be and work towards it. So we are going to be having next the lead mentor. She's going to be telling us one or two things, and I think we should learn from her. We have always been with her. She has seen us through the program. She has mentored, and let's hear what she has to say. Miss Pearl, please, are you ready?
Yeah, I am.
All right.
Hello, good evening to everyone. I'm so excited to be here. I'm so sorry you guys can't see my face. My camera is having issues, but that will not stop the graduation, right? So I'm really so excited to be here, to be able to tell you guys congratulations for being able to do the program from the beginning to the end. I still remember when people were like, oh no, I don't know how to use VS Code. I don't know how to write code in Python. And then you guys are working on projects as teams and presenting stuff, visualizing data, using machine learning models. Like, I'm just so proud of you guys. And saying a bit concerning what Mr. Eric and Ms. Chazi said, when you're working in data, right, do not be shy. Make sure people know you're learning something, right? If you have to post on LinkedIn for people to know what you're doing, post on LinkedIn. If you have to tell people, if you have to post on your status, people should know what you're learning. You don't have to learn quietly, because if I was learning quietly, I would not be able to be part of the SolaviseTech team now, would I? And talking a bit about my journey in data, one of my first exposures to data was from SolaviseTech. Almost everything I was teaching you guys, I learned it at SolaviseTech, because the program is so hands-on. It's really hands-on. You won't come and be like, okay, today we're just lecturing. Every time you have a class, you learn something new. It's very practical, right? So that's how I got the opportunity to teach you guys everything I knew. So as I said, when you're learning, don't be afraid to document your journey. Most people known by Mr. Eric are known because of their posts on LinkedIn, right? Or how engaged they were on the WhatsApp community or on Discord and stuff like that. So that means no matter what you're doing, make sure people know what you're doing, and try to connect as much as you can with others who are doing the same thing as you. You guys remember when we did the networking class with Dr. Samba? He was like, how many people have you connected with when you join the program? For like 0, 1. Like, how can you be in the classroom with fellow ladies learning the same thing and you don't know their names? You don't connect with them. You never know who will open doors for you, right? So yeah, I hope even after today, I know not every lady is connected to every lady. Even after today, reach out to them, say, hello, my name is this. I did this program with you. It would be nice to connect with you. Build that community, right? So all in all, I just want to appreciate everybody who has gone this far. Like, I'm so proud of.
Thank you very much, Miss Pearl. Thank you very, very
Each and every
much.
one of you for staying with us, for
So I'm
us,
really,
and
really
stuff like that.
happy that we've heard from Miss Pearl. Always take yourself out there. I don't know. I don't know how Dr. Samba knew that I was into data if I was in my room somewhere, maybe not posting or maybe not saying that I'm into data. So it's really, really essential that you get people to know what you're doing very actively. Um, Mr. Eric, please, do we have guest speakers ready?
Yeah, we're
Oh,
ready.
wow. Thank you very, very much.
Yes.
Okay, so we want to move
Yes.
into welcoming our guest speakers. And for us to go into that, maybe Chizzy, do you want to do the community highlight first and then we get into the guest speakers, or you want us to do a swap of that? How would you want us to go around that?
All right, so all right. So with respect to the community highlights, we had about 200 applications for those who wanted to sign up for the Women in Data program cohort 2. We have about 200 from about 6 countries. We have people from the US, we have people from Kenya, Cameroon, Nigeria, Germany. So we had a lot of people, and we had about 125 women who were accepted for the program. So you see, if you were among the 200, maybe the 75 were not accepted. Oh, I'm sorry for you. But amongst that number, we accepted 125 women for the cohort 2, and we have had a lot of active women. They have done a lot. They have covered the program with introduction to Python. Mainly the program focused on data science and introductory machine learning with Python. So we covered introduction to Python basics. We had to do with uh, data analysis with Python, where we spoke about pandas. We use the NumPy libraries. We had data cleaning lessons. We had data visualization lessons, data analysis lessons. Also, not leaving out networking. We had networking sessions where we even had guest speakers. That's high LinkedIn profile ladies who had to talk with us on networking, the power of networking on LinkedIn. So we had that. We equally had a lot of projects. So the program was not just an explanatory program. We didn't just do theory. We had hands-on practicals, and the ladies would always push their code to GitHub, and it was really, really amazing. There was once a time when I took a screenshot of a lady's GitHub repository for SolaviseTech Women Data Community. Very organized, and you could see each and everything that was done throughout the program. So when we started the program, like Ms. Pearl was saying, people used to ask, I don't know how to code with Python. Will I know how to code with Python? But that was just at the beginning of the program. Now, midway the program, people were already like, I'm getting this, I'm happy I'm getting this. And equally, we also had sessions on basic public speaking, presentation skills, because every data analyst is a communicator. Whatever you analyze, you have to communicate to stakeholders. So we had that, and I really feel during the presentation, the hackathons, there were groups that did really amazing. To say if they were in a company, then it would have been good. But then let's not forget the fact that the Women in Data program is the community that brings you together to learn, to have a foundational knowledge on data in general. But then again, there's a more interesting aspect, which is the main training program. So we are going to be having a session with the CEO, and he's going to talk a lot more about the main program. So I can say that's a rundown of the program. I think we have about 35 people, 35 women who made it to the end of the program. I think When we started, we were saying just show up. It takes consistency. It's not easy. Honestly, I would like to applaud these ladies. I would like to applaud these ladies who made it to the end. 35 out of 125. It may seem like a little number, but it's not. A lot of people who attended sessions, they did the work, they showed up. Even during their pair pods, they were very active. It really takes effort. It takes consistency, it takes commitment, and I think that is all that we need to continue moving forward in the data field. So that's the highlight of the program, and honestly, it was an amazing journey. It has been an amazing journey being with us all. So for now, I would like to go straight to our guest speakers. So we are going to be having our first guest speaker. We are going to be having Madame Pauline. So she's really a lot. She's a lot, and she's an amazing woman in data, and she's an AWS community builder. Wow. I'm happy to be in her presence, honestly. I mean, I'm happy that this community is bringing very amazing ladies here together, and they're going to be teaching us a lot. I'm going to learn too. So she's a lot. She's an amazing woman in data. She's an AWS community builder. She's a solutions architect. I'm really already excited. So please let's welcome Madame Pauline. Let's welcome her. Madame Pauline, please, if you're ready, I'd like to hand over to you.
Awesome. Thank you. Mic testing. Am I audible?
Yes, thank you.
Perfect. Hey, please, I'm not a lot. I'm just a girl. Anyway. Thank you so much. I'm honored. Thank you so much. That was a really nice welcome. Yeah, thank you. Anyway, good evening, everyone, or afternoon or morning, depending on where you're joining from. I'd like to start by saying congratulations. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy. You'd think I'm the one graduating here. But honestly, everyone, congratulations. And since I'd like to be unique, as everyone is congratulating you for today, I want to congratulate you for starting. I think the greatest win that happened to everyone here is, months ago when you decided, like before you even understood what you're getting yourself into, and you decided to choose yourself, you decided to, show up for something that you have not done before. And basically that decision to bet on yourself, that decision to, start something, I think is the hardest thing that you did for this entire program, and everything else was just a follow through. So I'd start by congratulating you for that decision. And, before I just go into something else, I think that really matters. Certificates right now are wonderful. We are going to post them on LinkedIn. Please tag me, I'll come there and say, yay. As usual, I'm always so excited about this. But yeah, I think the real graduation was not today. It was basically those nights. I mean, I have been through some bootcamp programs before, and I really understand when I was starting how difficult it was for me. The nights I was just struggling. I gave up a couple of times, honestly. Like, sometimes I'd be like, okay, let me just go to the village. I mean, let me just go be a wife or something. Why not? But you got those errors, but you did not choose to close your laptop and give up as well. So today is now that the world, like the likes of Pauline, are familiarizing ourselves with what has already shifted inside of you. And I'm saying this because I want you to understand something that is basically in the industry. Nobody's ever going to walk to you and tell you, okay, you are now ready. So right now I might promise, okay, guys, you've graduated, we are ready. But this is a shift that happens inside of you. There is no ceremony for that. You have to decide that you're ready, and you have already proven that you are. So congratulations in that. Anyway, back to introducing myself. I am Pauline Omokira. I'm not a lot, but I do a lot of things. I am a technical trainer, though I have been training in the field of cloud for the longest time, but I'm also getting into cloud and data and AI, basically. I currently work as a solutions architect, still cloud data and AI solutions for customers. I am, what else? Community builder, as it was mentioned. So we just create content, and I leave it at that before it become too much anyway. So I've been in the tech space for like 5 years now. And I think there are some things that I wish someone would have told me earlier. And yeah, maybe not career advice in the generic sense. And that is what I want my, my short speech of today to be about. Past, my bootcamp stage, what happened and what I wish you to know. So the first thing, my point one, I'm back to class mode as a trainer. My point one, there is one of my favorite, writers who I follow a lot, normally says, define yourself by a vision of the future, not a memory of the past. And this is a concept that I have been working with that fundamentally, changed how I think about growth. In that, majority of us are normally living in by memories of the past. We recycle like what has happened yesterday. And because of that personality, the way we think, the way we act, the way we do things will always be reflected by that. And what does this mean practically for you? Some of you here might be thinking, okay, I have finished the course. Now I have to get into work experience. Maybe how do I get into the job market? And please, that's your past talking, the version of you that existed before this program. So I want us to start the shift where you start thinking about from your future, like try to remember your future. And what I mean by that is you're going to get a mindset shift. For example, if right now you're thinking, okay, now how do I get a job? But what if you thought, okay, I'm now like, I am a data professional, I am an AI professional, I am an AI engineer. What will that do to your mindset? It will make you now start acting as that person. So when you adopt the mindset, the habits are going to follow. You're not going to, I think there is a problem that happens where we all finish the trainings, we certify, and then people forget what they learned. So what will keep you going back to write that code, to build whatever you're building, is that mindset basically. So adapt the mindset, your habits, your self-image is going to change before our external validation comes in and then we come and tell you, okay, congratulations, you will already have, that mindset come up with you already. So that is one I think pushed me back because I was always scared, the imposter syndrome. And I think as women, we get that a lot because if I compare myself to, majority of the men, I think men are audacious. Somebody said like, I'm a doctor, but now I need to get into tech and did it. But for us women, we start questioning ourselves, but am I, what will happen now? So that thing, like, by audacity, if you need to, okay, but I'll get to that anyway. So I think that is something that pushed me behind, and I wish that for no one else. I mean, keep going, keep pushing, make those decisions and work on them. The other one, I think this has been mentioned a lot from the start in terms of consistency. And yeah, we normally sell someone with a big job, okay, and someone's launched something, someone got a promotion, and I think our mind kind of figures that, okay, this happened immediately. And what we don't see is the years before that, where nothing seemed to be happening for someone. And there is no version of this, especially in tech, that is going to work without consistency. And consistency, I think people sometimes confuse it with motivation, whereby you have like, I'm motivated to do this, but that is always unreliable. The decision to keep going when you don't feel like it, I think that is one of the aspects that has, made some people win within the specific industry. And what does that look like after today? I mean, please don't close your laptops, keep building past this basically. So it might look like, spending maybe just an hour, like 30 minutes every day working on a project, build your own project, write a line of code or something, even if it's simple. It could be reading an article about data actually. That works as well. And again, I'm not the most consistent person in the world. So if I tell you, oh, be consistent, and then you think I wake up every day and learn for an hour, that is not what happens. But I think my differentiator is if I slack today, I'll come back tomorrow. And I hope that you'll get that as well. Like if today I don't feel like it and it went bad and I did not study anything, tomorrow I will. And I'll do it for like 2 hours and so on. So be consistent. You have already, demonstrated this capacity. You have showed up for the program consistently, week after week as well. And that is it. Continue with that. Now, bet on yourself, basically, where no one will be following up on you. I talked about buying Audacity. It's basically the cheapest investment with the highest return. I think I've been in rooms where it's crazy. Like, I think my confidence have pushed me somewhere. When it comes to the tech skills, we all have them, right? You have all graduated. But what will push you forward? Confidence. I mean, like as women, let's go out there and stand out for ourselves and be our amazing selves. Be confident out there. Be audacious, as I mentioned. There are people already who are ahead of you in this field, but that does not mean they are more intelligent or something. They are not more naturally gifted. Maybe, I think majority of the time, the difference is they said yes before they felt ready. In majority of my roles, I am sure like I got somewhere and then I was like, I remember, honestly, I have a story for that one. At some point when I was training, I was doing my own AWS thingies. And then my lead was here and told me, oh, we have a client who wants to learn Databricks on AWS. I'm like, geez, I know AWS, but Databricks now, it's a data engineering platform. And then I was like, and then I said, but okay, you are halfway there, you know AWS, go figure it out. And within 1 week, I had to like build and show up. And I'm glad I did, because right now, when I went for my interview for the solutions architect role, they told me, what can you do? What do you know? And then I was like, you know what? I actually know Databricks. If I didn't say yes at that point in time, and they were like, oh, but we work with Snowflake, but they're the same platforms. I mean, so that aspect of saying yes when you're not ready, publish that project when you feel like it's imperfect. I think also another thing with ladies, we are perfectionists. I mean, I am a perfectionist sometimes. So I'm like, okay, but my website is not pinky up here. And then I'm like, no, I have to make it, this color is not, it's not giving. So please, let's drop that a little bit down. And then push those projects, give us the imperfection as it is. That is what makes us human. I mean, right now I'm so tired about all these perfectionist AI posts that are available over here. It's the imperfection that brings the humanity in us. So, I mean, do the same. Raise, volunteer, go speak out there to gain your confidence as well. Yeah, imposter syndrome should not be a word anymore. And yeah, so the fourth thing that I would like to mention is you are in the right place. I mean, right now, as a solutions architect, I'm speaking from experience, and every organization, literally, majority of the customers that we get, and are big brands, especially some of the, car dealerships that are available out here. One of the things that these people are struggling with is, how can we get our data? How can we understand our data? Our data is everywhere. How can we bring that together and use that to build maybe our AI systems and so on? So banks, hospitals, e-commerce companies, everyone is trying to make decisions with their data. And that is the fundamental shift that is happening within this specific era. And I think the tech ecosystem is basically desperate for people who can bridge that gap between, getting that data and making actionable decisions from that. And I think that is what you have learned. That is what you are. You are the people who are being looked at out here. So the skills that you have learned, they are connecting to an entire ecosystems of tools, career paths that are available that you can explore. So yeah, you are on the right place, and keep building on that. Keep building on that. You did not just, learn one thing as well. So there is that. And finally, my fifth point, I'm talking too much. Sorry, I'm such a yapper. The last one, I swear. Anyway, so I think the last one is, stay in rooms that grow you. These are the people, these are your connections, the people you studied with, and this is where opportunities come from. I think if I'm trying to remember from my past career, the little, breakthroughs that I made on my own, they are very little to negligible. Majority of the things are, people are interact with, the people around you. This is where opportunities will come from. So you become, who you are over, by comparing yourself to the people who are around you. That is how you grow, okay? So don't now go into isolation. Keep the connection going and build much further as well. So maybe the program you have graduated today, but this community doesn't have to graduate and disappear as well. So keep being together, keep sharing what you're building, build together, celebrate together, and expand. Now, apart from this, join other communities as well, go to your local meetups and so on, the data communities online, engaging on LinkedIn with people you admire as well, and so on and so on. So yeah, I think that is that. So for the facilitators, the mentors of this amazing cohort, thank you so much. I always love when women are growing and winning. So I mean, be blessed, honestly, and congratulations to everyone who has graduated. Yeah, go build, go be big. This is your beginning, not your peak. Go build something. And yeah, I love you all. Good night.
Thank you very much,
you.
Pauline. I think there's one thing you did not mention about the yellow jacket. We need to hear something about that yellow jacket. You can't skip that part, please. For
I
2
tried
minutes,
to.
you can't skip that part. Tell us something about the yellow jacket.
Okay, so the golden jacket from AWS is given to people who complete all AWS certifications. So I'm lucky to be one of the people who have it. So I'm actually the second in Kenya, and the first female in Kenya to get the AWS golden jacket. I was trying to skip that, but please.
You can't. Because the reason, see, this is something that happens, right, in most communities, and I always like to highlight it here. Many people would want to take the glory, or want to take the praise, and don't give a shout out to others once they are making it big in the space. This is very motivating for the ladies out here. Your story today is kind of I would say a survival manual for some other person tomorrow. So if we don't start celebrating our own like this, if we don't start pushing the results that we are having out there, we will not attract the opportunities that the world would see. Because today, take for example, many people look at Africa as though we are still back there. We don't know our way around it. Ask yourself, how many ladies across the world have the yellow jacket? There are few of them in the AWS space. So if we are privileged to have one of us in Africa that has a yellow jacket, let's celebrate our own and let the world begin to look at Africa differently. That's my mindset, right? So I hope you have one of yours here. And from this call, nobody should go. In fact, we're 38 of you. Each of you should have Pauline's contact. You should be able to reach out to her on LinkedIn, have a new connection, and go after her. Ask her, how did she do it? If she could do it, then you can do it. Thank you very much, Pauline, and we'll stay in touch. I hope we're going to bring you someday again. Thank you for answering the call. Bye.
Thank you so much. I'm humbled.
Okay, so then Ajit, I'm going to take your permission to bring on the next person, because this is somebody that I've really had an encounter with. I want to look at what's happening right now, what she's doing. I just need to probably request if she has, some time to hire me to come speak on the platform she's speaking on, because this lady is on fire as we speak, and it just started as a small conversation. Let me give you guys a little background. Last year there was this leadership conference in Cameroon, and she was a part of it. She had no background in IT. She will talk a little bit about her background, especially for those who, when you were starting out this, you were like, oh, I don't have a background in IT, how can I go about it? So she was similar. And then she only heard that I had this community, and then she reached out to me through a friend, and we gave her a scholarship to get into our training program. It was an 8 months intensive bootcamp training program. Fast forward, one day we had a physical training program, and she just shared part of her dreams with me. And I looked at her, I said, there's somebody I know that I would like to connect you with. That I believe if you work with this person, then your collective energies and the results you're going to have will be so great. And guess what? She said yes, she would like to be in touch with that person. Today, it's something else. Like, please, can we put our hands together as we welcome the energetic Miss Aqua Constant? If you don't jam your hands, she will not come on stage. She loves energy, and I know what I'm saying. When she starts speaking, you guys will feel it. So Aqua Constant, if you're there, you can indicate and I'll bring you on the spotlight.
Dr. Samba, this is too much. This is too much.
All righty, over to you.
Woman, I'm sorry that the guys are here, but you just have to permit us do our women things. Woman, I want to see those emojis. Woman, I just want to tell Pauline that I'm the first contact that she's supposed to have before she leaves this place today. I love her energy. I love everything about her. I salute you for your achievements, Pauline. You are doing great. We want more of women clock it like that coming on the platform. Thank you so much. I'm so inspired. In short, you have said everything now. So I don't know what Constance is coming again to say on this platform. I want to extend my greetings to Dr. Samba. We're going to talk more, and you understand from where we are coming from. To Eric. Eric has been there. In short, I know that I've failed you so many times, Eric, but this is still me. You just have to accept me the way I am. I just want to extend my congratulations to the team, the graduation teams. Please put your hands together for yourself. You're doing great. The lead, the coordinator, and to my own very daughter and teacher here, Pearl. Where is Miss Pearl? That's my batchmate, that's my daughter, that's my teacher. She is just one of the best. So you are all in the right place. I would just want to say that all of us here are in the right place. SolaviseTech is going places, is doing things, is doing wonderful things. So I just want to tell us that let us give ourselves a hand of applause. All the graduates, all the women that are graduating today, you deserve it, you earn it. Today is not just about graduating, it's not just about the certificates that you are going to be receiving at SolaviseTech, but it's about the fact that you stepped out, just as Dr. Samba said. It is proof that you took a decision and you stood by it. You did not want to be at a particular position. You looked at your future and you decided to move ahead. And that is why we are here today celebrating you and telling you that this celebration that we are hailing and giving you is just the starting point of something that you have engaged yourself into. It is proof that you've made the right decision, you are on the right path, so you should just have to continue. I have been there not long ago. I was sitting in the same seats that we all are today. I was also very curious. I was also very anxious. I wanted to know more. I was asking myself a lot of questions. Can I do it? Is it really possible? Will I be able? And this fear was coming from a place because I believe that coming from a non-tech background, it will really be difficult for me to navigate tech. So that was one of my major fears, that how do I do it? People are just saying this tech thing, this tech thing, this tech thing. But what happened that I wanted to delve into tech? Anyway, before I go into that, let me tell you what I'm actually doing. I am an educator. I am a curriculum developer and a project writer. I've been in the educational sphere for like 12 years writing. I have been in the classroom, lesson notes, schemes of work, educational programs, and then I went into developing those programs myself after I had my master's degree as a curriculum developer and evaluator. And I was comfortable in it, like seriously. I still am. I love what I'm doing, but I wanted to do more. So that is what took me into tech and into other things. There's something that before I even got to thinking about this tech, going to the conference, getting Dr. Samba's contact, there is one thing that I'm going to share today. Dr. Samba himself does not know about this, but what actually prompted me into thinking out of the box was a problem. They say, there is a saying that, I always love this saying that pain brings out purpose. Pain brings out purpose. So I really had a challenge that got me thinking. Despite the fact that I didn't have a tech background, I came from a different world as an educator and a curriculum developer. I also do write textbooks. I was asking myself that I had a health issue, had a lot of complications from 2022. And because of the complications, I discovered that I was absenting from my regular 8 to 5 job. Days turn into weeks, weeks turn into months, and months turn into years. I saw myself academic year after academic year not being consistent in my job. So I started asking myself this question. Constance, what will happen to you if you are unable to go back to your regular job, or if you are kicked out of your regular job because of inconsistency? One of the things that Pauline was hammering on today, consistency. So in every sphere where you are inconsistent, there is a problem. So I started asking myself that question, what should I do? So the issue of tech popped up. But now my issue was, how do I navigate this tech without a tech background? Will I be able to succeed? And I started asking questions. That's what took me to the conference, Women in Data Science, organized by the Leeds Mission International. That was in 2024. It was there that I saw women, I saw mothers, I saw grandmothers talking about tech. I told myself that, Constance, this cannot be you in this age and time. You're allowing grandmothers to talk about tech? No, no way. So I got interested into the tech thing, and I started finding out about information, and that's how I got to Dr. Samba. And that's how we connected. I spoke with him, and I got a scholarship into the full program, and we were the first cohort. I'm so proud of that. Excuse me. So that is how I made the decision to learn. Now, my main goal at first was just to get into the tech world, finish the data science, get something to do, and start making the dollars. Because at the back of my mind, I just wanted a virtual job, a job where I will sit at home, I will do my things, and the dollars will be entering into my account. But God has a way of doing his own things. He had something that he wanted me to do, and I never knew that through Dr. Samba, through SolaviseTech, he will redirect me, even in the data science field, to something else. That is social impact, using data for impact. So as I started doing the data science, I also realized that there was a gap. And this gap was in the sense that so many decisions that were taken in health, in education, whatever, had to do with data. So I started asking myself a lot of questions. And I remember my graduation speech. I remember that I was now looking, by the time I was leaving SolaviseTech, I was not just looking at data like, okay, I just want to have a job after graduation, but I was now looking at how I could leverage data for impact based on the things that I have been doing, because I am a health and a social advocate. As I was going to the field, I was seeing the problems, I was seeing the gaps, I was collecting data. I realized that my goal coming into SolaviseTech, deciding to enter into the tech and data world, was not just to get the dollars into my account and get a virtual job, that which I still very much want to, but it was directing me to a different course that was made to make use of data for impact. So there is something, before I continue, I just want to say something here. You have studied data science for 3 months, and there is still a long way to go, but at least you now have the foundation of data science. So this is the time for us to start thinking how we want to make use of data science. What is our niche in data science? Are we going to relate it back to what we have been doing in our different fields? Are we going to look for a job as data scientists? Are we going to use it for business purposes? Because it's a whole lot. It's a whole lot. We need to be able to find our niche, explore our niche, and I bet you that if you are able to get your niche in data, in tech, you will be able to explode. Let me use that word. If I am permitted to use that word, you explode in whatever you are doing. So before I continue, let me go there. Now, coming back to my journey, I was asking myself, okay, Constance, you say you want to do this thing. Do you understand coding? I don't understand coding. When they called Python, it was like it was something else. I was, at one point in time, I was very fearful and discouraged. But at the same time, I asked myself, have you never done statistics? I have done statistics, and I've been good in statistics. I was even the one that worked on my analysis while in school, alongside some of my friends. So those were some of the little push that we had. One thing I want to say here is that irrespective of what you are doing, the world is changing. Everything is going towards tech, towards data. There is nothing that you can do without backing it up with data. We need those evidence-based, irrespective of the field where you are in. So, and it's not something that you must have a first degree in computer science or something. The main thing is, are you determined? Can you say, no, I am starting now. This is my first step. I believe that if you say, here is where I am starting, this is my first step, then you'll be able to make it into it. And as Pauline was saying, be consistent. There will be days that you will decide that, hey, I am giving up on this thing. When we just started, I was just looking at the thing. Can Constance really cook one day and to another? And it was like my prof had something, or he knew that he had to focus on me, because Prof Boris would not let me rest. There were days that I was even afraid to come to class because I had not done my assignment. And the first name that Prof Boris would call, Mother Aqua, can you do us this? Mother Aqua, can you do us this? Mother Aqua, I said, Jesus Christ. Is this how the thing was going to be? It helped me because it pushed me to work. And at this level, once you are determined, once you put in the work, you succeed. It's true that it can get tough. It's true that you will fail. I want to borrow from John Maxwell that says when you are failing, don't fall behind, but fall or fail in front. While you are failing or you are falling, keep pushing, keep going ahead, just keep your head up high. So I'm here to tell my ladies that irrespective of your background, irrespective of how statistics, how data, how Python, how, I don't know, it's Matplotlib you are using, how machine learning, whatever you're doing looks frightening, looks intimidating. Just the name makes it sounds like it is something else. We are coming from a different world, but you just need to focus. And I bet you that in SolaviseTech, we'll be able to break it down. I was very happy and excited when I did my first dashboard. It was like visualization dashboard. It was like some sort of magic, some sort of something. But when you come to understand it, you know that it's something that you can easily do, easily get acquainted with, and you can ride on. Now, how am I applying data science? I don't have a regular job in data science. I did not go for the job market, or I have not gone for the job market yet. I know that I might in the future, but I had to use it in my different organizations where I work in. For example, I have Brexicle Cycle, where I use data to understand the community needs. We have to evaluate health interventions. We have to be able to enable us to strengthen our advocacy, because that is what we basically do, raising awareness, advocating for sickle cell, building evidence that can help us to improve the lives of those that are living with sickle cell, and also prevent others from entering into, or from getting into that scenario where they have to suffer from something that they would have prevented by making informed decisions. I also work with Women on a Mission. That's an organization that targets vulnerable women, youths, as well as the girl child. And I've been able, one of the first things I did when I left Solavise was I had been going for campaigns, and we just go, we do our campaigns, we talk, we sensitize, we do the needful, give what we want to give to the community, and we leave. But after data science, after Solavise, everything changed. I was going there with a purpose. When I'm going there, I knew that I had to collect data, I had to do research, I had to write papers, I had to look for funding, and all of those things are all backed by the data, and it could only have come from the fact that I knew now what data was, the importance of data, how to analyze data. So I had to make good use of it. And when you have that, it is easier for you to understand what the community needs and how to target their problems. Okay, we have said a lot on networking, but I'm still coming back on networking, the power of networking. If I'm here today, it's because of networking. Dr. Samba did not just call me out of the blues. We know each other, we communicate. Eric did not just call me out of the blues. They did not just call Pauline out of the blues. The first thing is the networking. Get to know people, get to talk to people, get to interact with people, get that contact. Now, that networking now is backed by skills. Because if you network and you don't have the skills to, nobody will call you. Certificate is the last thing on the list. You have had the certificate. Can you defend the certificate? Do you know the right people to put you in contact? There is something that has failed us in Africa and Cameroon, and I just want us to cancel that idea now. There is something that we call godfather, godmother. In Cameroon, in quotes, godfather. And you are there because you're godfather. That is actually networking, but we used it in the negative way. We have used it in the negative. That is networking, because if you don't know somebody, somebody does not refer you to somebody, it becomes a different ball game. It is difficult. You can remain with your certificate, your skills in your pocket, locked somewhere, and nobody will ever recognize you, and nobody will ever know you, and nobody will ever make use of those skills that you have. So you have to go there. I'm talking like that, doctor. Somebody says I'm talking, right? I am an introvert. Can you believe that an introvert is talking like this? I used to be that type that would stay indoors, inside my house. I would do things. My head is always working, but nobody knows who Constance is. Nobody knows what Constance is doing. I remember I had to share this even with Dr. Madison when one-on-one, he got very annoyed. I remember the first book I wrote. Nobody knew about it, but it was published, and a lot of things, a lot of manipulation, because I was not exposed. I did not know a lot of people. I did not have experience and things like that. Those are things that we should not get ourselves involved in. There is Zontenium Quantum that I am somehow part of. And how did I get to Zontenium Quantum Consulting? Is through this platform. I remember my first webinar that I did with Dr. Samba. There was Mr. Vincent from Kenya was part of that. He attended that webinar. Since then, he has been in my case. I want you on my team. I want you on my team. I said, I am not versed with quantum. He says, you have an idea in tech, so you must be there. I don't know. No matter how I try to like dodge away, like, no, I was still afraid. What is quantum? This I'm not versed into. It's like advanced technology. I might not be able to, but he was there. He says, there's something in you that I need. So those are some of the things that gets us exposed. Dr. Sama was referring to Dr. Dora, the founder of Brexit Cycle, with whom I'm working together. I got to know her through Dr. Samba, and it was like God had kept us apart and was waiting for this union, bringing our visions together. And once we met and had that, it's something else. It's really something else. We are doing amazing with respect to sickle cell in Cameroon. So I will not belabor the point of networking that much. I'm sure we have learned about it. So let's just stay connected. Our certificates might open us the door, but the relationships will always keep those doors open. So let's just stay connected. Now, what am I? I'll try to challenge us. We have been here for 3 months. We have had core foundation for data science. I still want to say it's a starting line. Because I bet that even as some of us are here today, we are still asking ourselves, what do we do with this knowledge that we have had for 3 months? How do we go about it? This is the time for you to get deeper. Once you are getting deeper, you will now know where to focus. I was talking about getting your niche, looking for your niche earlier on. You will now know where to focus. You will now know how the direction that you are taking, and you will help you more. So I encourage each and every one of us listening to us today to get invested into and dig deep into the complete program. Try to see how you can complete the course. It's not just about the money. I'm not saying that you just can get to Dr. Samba anytime, talk to him, you understand. But I'm not saying that we should go and disturb him, but that's the truth. But that is the truth, because he's always very understanding, and it's a good journey that you have started. It's not something for you to leave it halfway and go and keep your certificate in the box. It will not do you any justice. You have decided to come out of your shell. Make use of that shell. Let the world see you. Let the world hear your voice. Let the world know that you are a woman with value. I would also like to say that you should never let your background define your future. No matter where you are, your starting point does not determine your destination. So just start with a focus in mind. Stay curious, because once you are curious, you will start, innovation comes in. If there's no curiosity, no innovation will come in. Invest in lifelong skills like what you are doing already. Build meaningful relationships and use your skills to solve real life problems. Why am I coming back to this? Use your skills to solve real life problems. At the beginning, I told us how I was looking at data science and what I am now doing with data science. Just look around you. In all the fields, everything that we are doing, it represents, no matter the data that you have to analyze, whatever they have been giving you in class as exercises, it represents a story. You are telling a human story. It can be about school, it can be about a child trying to learn, it can be about a patient that is seeking for better medical care, it can be about a farmer that wants to have a better crop, a better yield, it can be about an entrepreneur. It can be about a community that is longing for change in a particular situation. So everything that is around you has something that is impactful. So just try to look at that, try to look at your niche and try to build yourself, impact yourself. And I just want to say once more that congratulations to the second cohort of women in data science. The future is not waiting for you, but you are the ones that will have to shape that future. Ciao, ciao. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much, Aqua Constance. Can we give it up for her? Just celebrate Constance in the chat. Give up your emojis, celebrate her. Thank you so much, Constance. We've been very, very inspired by your journey. Can you imagine she says she's an introvert? Or she was an introvert. How can an introvert be this energetic? You know, so this is, and trust me, this is less than 2 years since we came in contact with each other. So imagine how your life can be in the next 2 years' time. Put yourself in Constance's shoes and ask yourself that how will my life look like in 2 years' time, in 3 years' time, in 4 years' time? And you see, Pauline said something very key. She talked about self-confidence. That person who knows very little and has so much self-confidence will beat the person who knows everything and is not self-confident. And this is one of the things that this program can give to you. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. We appreciate you once again, Constance. And so we're moving over now into another phase of this program. And this is the point where we now want to put in some practicality to what we are saying. We say, oh, it's good to get the trainer. You can ask yourself, where can I go get this deeper? So high level SolaviseTech, we offer deep dive training. I'll just walk you guys a little around what we do. We offer deep dive training in the areas of cloud computing and DevOps, especially around Amazon Web Services, data science, and machine learning, which we do here. And also we have our amazing prof here who is handling the deep dive program for data science and machine learning. I believe I'm going to give him the spot to speak, even if it's just for 2 minutes, to welcome you guys to his class. Prof. Boris would like to see these amazing ladies in his class because guess what? Pearl was his student. Aqua Constance was his student. You know, he came in from India and he told me, Tavis, I see what you're doing here for the community in Cameroon. What if we could bring in the data side of it? He's had exposure in India, worked on so many projects, but he wanted us to build something great. And this is going to be your Prof Boris. Guys, you don't want to miss his sessions. Very practical, hands-on, right? You want to take this forward. I remember some of you reached out to me already when you just started. For example, somebody like Ellen, you reached out to me. Doc, I would like to take this program further. Many of you reached out to me. And so the question is, how can we help you guys take advantage of what we have here? It's a gold mine. You could just go on YouTube, you could find videos on all of these things, but what we give here is completely different from that. And you all have experienced that. So what do we have here? We've had, 35 of you that have been consistent to the end. Excellent. But amongst the 35 of you that did so well, we had a good number of you, like 10 of you out of 35 carried this thing on their head. They were so invested in this, not just to ensure that they actually complete the program, but also to ensure that they held the hands of their classmates, they held the hands of their colleagues. They gave in their all. And so we want to celebrate them today. And out of this top 10, we had 3 others amongst all of them who, you know, they just like, this is my thing. They were so invested. And so I want each and every one of you to celebrate yourselves. Can we celebrate everybody who made it to the end? You showed up, you were there, and you took the program to the end. One of the greatest skills you have today, trust me, because you see this technology we're talking about today is always going to change. Never constant. It's always going to change. But today, we've been able to have some of you start something and finish it. It's a great skill. Showing up is one thing, starting is one thing, but how you are able to finish what you start is going to make you a differentiator in whatever community you find yourself. And that is how you start building trust. That's how people cannot put their credibility on the line for you. That's how people can refer you for opportunities. Why would I want to recommend you for a great opportunity? Why would SolaviseTech want to recommend you for a great opportunity? If Constance comes tomorrow, an opportunity that requires, you know, a lady or whoever to serve in that, why would she want to recommend you? Why would Polly want to put her credibility on the line for you? Why would everyone want to do so for you? Why would Boris want to do so for you? You know, it's because they see that you have some core qualities. And this is where now we say not just getting the technical skills alone is sufficient, but you building those other soft skills. Networking is one of them. Attention to detail is one of them. Humility, respect, how you communicate is very important. I'll tell you, we talk about networking. I've seen some people who've reached out to me. They say, oh, it's good to connect with Dr. Sama. Then somebody just gets to my inbox and say, hi, and stays quiet. Somebody just says hello and stays quiet. I'm like, come on. What's this hello for, right? What's this hi for? Okay, now, we've said, guys, you can reach out to Pauline. She's dropped her LinkedIn handle on the chat. But you know what? Some of you just get to her on LinkedIn and say hi and stay quiet, waiting for her to take the conversation further. It doesn't work like that. So how can you be strategic in your networking? Just take a little look at what the person does, what they like. Can you edify them? Can you appreciate them? You know, can you indicate how you got to know them? You know, and then you open a window. Because when you share something in common, like for example, you say, I'm reaching out to you today because you inspired me through this presentation, it opens up a door for conversation to roll up, you know. But then, coming back to the first 10, I want to announce here officially that anybody who has gone through this program to the end has the opportunity to benefit from a 10% discount from all of our trainings. You didn't get that. You have a 10% discount. Everyone that has completed this training, we have the data. If you want to take further the training, whether it's in data science and machine learning, whether it's in cloud computing and DevOps, whether it's in cybersecurity, whether it's in, so listen to this. We also have a training in AI-powered software development. So you can learn how to build websites, whatever, build, you know, web or more applications, leveraging AI. We have that program, right? It's straight to the point. You don't want to, you know, bother yourself around how to do the deep dive coding. You can use AI to do software development, and we have that program. You have the 10% discount. But now, coming to those who were among the first 10, we're going to give a list of it right now. You're going to have a 25% discount on any of our trainings. 25% discount for the first 10. Okay? You didn't get that very well. And for the first 3, you have a 50% discount. Now, people are asking themselves, I hope I'm among the top 3. So I don't want to let the cat out of the bag. So guys, if you know any names, just drop them in the chat amongst yourselves. Who are those among the top 10 that you think that these people deserve this? Drop in the chat. We have the list right here. I'm going to let your lead go to read out, right? So she's going to read out the names of the top 7 first before we go to the top 3. So just drop in the chat, guys, whom you think deserves this. You guys were in class. You knew each other. You know how you supported each other. Drop in the chat, guys. No cheating here. Gloria. Okay, I see Gloria's name is in the chat. Okay. Dorcas. Okay. Nancy. Okay. Bring it on, guys. Bring it on. Bring it on. Okay. Akia Basiru. Okay. All right. Lydia. Okay. Bring it on. Dorcas again. Okay. Dorcas twice. Nancy. Okay. All right. Fifth. Bring it on. Fifth. Okay. All right, guys. Vivian. Now I'm going to pass it on to Ajiche, who is going to read out the names of the top 10. She's going to start from number 10. Sorry, top 7. Start from number 7. Okay. Oh, Pauline says me. This is interesting. So, anyways, Ajiche, over to you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much, sir.
Number 10. Who's number 10? You're muted.
Oh, sorry, sir. Sorry. All right. For number 10, we have Miss Kezia.
Oh, wow, Miss Kezia. Okay, so right now, okay, just listen to this, guys. This offer, you have to approve it. Listen, you have to approve that you're taking the offer within the next 72 hours, like within the next 3 days. By Monday, you have to approve that you're accepting this offer, right? And you have to reach out to your lead mentor Adiche to confirm that you are accepting this offer. If you don't confirm, we're going to pass it on to your colleagues who are interested. So right now, Prof. Eric is going to share a link in the group on the chat for anybody who is interested in accepting this offer we are giving right here. So that those who don't confirm acceptance, we're going to pass it on to those who are interested and ready to grab it. Okay? So Kezia, congratulations. You are top 10. Let's get number 9. Who is number 9?
We have Miss Dorothy Amankwa.
Okay, Dorothy, congratulations.
Number 8, we have Vivian. We have Miss Vivian.
Okay.
Number 7, we have Miss Bethel. Number 6, we have Miss Aqua Nana Sakodi. 5, we have Miss Jeftaline Genevieve. 4, we have Miss Brenda. We have Miss Brenda as 4, and then I think those are the top 7.
Okay, congratulations. I'm going to bring on the top 3. All right. So I'm going to read out the names again. Number 10 is Kezia. Number 9 is Dorothy. Number 8 is Vivian. Number 7 is Ngumi Bethel. Number 6, Nana Akia Sakodi. Number 5 is Jefteline Genevieve Ato. Number 4 is Brenda Ifeanya. Okay, congratulations. Now let's come to, so all these names we've read, you have a 25% discount for any of our training programs you want to take. Just reach out to us and indicate. Okay, and then number 3, top 3 is no other than Nancy Yeboah. Can we celebrate Nancy, guys? Can we celebrate Nancy? Nancy, congratulations. You made it this far. Top 3. Okay, and now let's bring it. Number 2, Jedida Wangechi. Congratulations. And number 1, can we all shout number 1 in the charts? Can we all shout number 1 in the charts? Who are the Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo fans? Who is the goat? And number one is Dorcas, guys. Dorcas is the goat of this batch. Where is Dorcas? Is Dorcas here?
Hello, everyone. I'm here.
Okay, Dorcas, come on camera. Let these people see you. Let the people see you. Dorcas, everybody was happy to have you. You know, the team celebrates you. Please, can we celebrate Dorcas? The team appreciates all your efforts. You put in the work. You make sure that you journey along with everyone. And here you are. You took this thing as though if it failed, then you failed everyone else. And you made it till the end. Dorcas, you have the privilege to address us. We didn't tell you you were going to make an address, you know, but you have the privilege right now to address your cohort, right? For the next 2 minutes, pitch yourself and tell us what made it possible for you to stick on to the end, and what's your encouragement to your cohort and to those who want to take on this journey just like you. Over 2 minutes.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Samba. My name is Dorcas Chepkorir from Kenya. I'm a student at Chuka University pursuing computer science, joining my 3rd year. I have interest in AI and machine learning. So for me, starting this journey, it was self-drive at first. Since no one introduced me to it, I just got a post and decided, let me join, let me see where it will take me. And to be sincere, I've been amazed by the program. The thing that kept me going so far, so much, was the motivation and the mentorship from our leaders, Ajiche and Miss Pearl, and also you, Dr. Samba. And I've gotten to love also the teamwork from my group. I was peer group leader, group 2, and I loved their cooperation, even though we had network issues when it comes to connections, time zone difference, but we made it. And thank you for everybody who participated. Keep on pushing. It's not the end. Yeah, I joined this AI session where, it was about interviews and stuff where Dr. Samba said, do not be afraid to appear. Yeah, be outstanding, show up. Don't be afraid. You might not have everything, but a step taken, that will be your roots while you grow. Thank you so much, and we hope for the best later. Thank you so much to the SolaviseTech and for our speakers. I've loved the motivation from them, and we hope that we'll be going on well from here. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dorcas. And so because of some conversations happening in the back end right now from my team, we want to make another special offer for you because of the so much work you put in, and you're going to be getting a 100% offer for any program you want to take. You're not going to pay a dime for any of our trainings. You have access to the mentorship and whatever it is that you want to push on with. And just so you guys know, guys, why am I doing this? Because Kenya is like second home to me. Listen, Kevin Tue, I met Kevin in Kenya for the first time. We've been working for 3 years. We've never met. We only met online. And guess what? Today, Kenya has put Africa on the top of the map when it comes to technology. The women from Kenya were top 1 in China for the Huawei global ICT competition. So when I see how you guys are pushing, we can't just help you, but continue to push. And just so you know as well, Dorcas, Pauline, SolaviseTech right now is getting registered in Kenya. So we're having a physical presence in Kenya. So this is your space. Get connected with Kevin and the team on ground. We can't wait to support you guys to push your dreams to come to life. Thank you so much, amazing ladies. And just so you know, one of the things you said here that also caught my attention. You were the lead of your group. Do you guys know that I was the lead of my group when I was also learning, to get into IT? I had a study group of over 100 plus. I was volunteering to support everyone on the team in 6 different time zones for 1 full year, all for free. And it came to a point where they told me, what you're doing to us like this, what if you started a community yourself to help people? And that's how SolaviseTech was born. And so when we see people that are also open enough to support others' dreams, we can't help it out but push them to become the best versions of themselves. Thank you so much, Dorcas, for all the work you did. Thank you so much for every other person on this team. We can't wait to see what you're going to build down the line. Right in here on this call, we are seeing founders of businesses. Right in here on this call, we are seeing, leads of great programs. Right here on this call, we see down the line, because of the partnerships, let me let you guys know, because of the partnerships we are building at SolaviseTech here, we are looking at exchange programs where students in our community will be traveling from one country to the next, on vacation, on exchange school programs. Right now, in fact, last week I was in Kigali at the Africa Leadership University, where I was speaking at, sharing my journey, and already we are partnering with Africa Leadership University to see how we can have exchange programs for university in the US, and so on. So we're going to be having people traveling from Africa to the US, to Canada, to all over the world to bring out the best in them. We're looking forward to the day where some of you are going to be having your projects. You need funding. We can mobilize funds to fund your ideas. You're going to be pitching your projects. So this is no small community. I just say these things right now as God leads me, because I know that they will come to pass. And so the question right now is not just about the way Dr. Samba says. The question is, do you believe? Do you believe? Do you internalize this thing? Right? And so, as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. It starts, first of all, in your mindset, then it comes to reality. But because you are in this ecosystem that believes in your dream, it is possible it can come to life. So thank you so much, guys. And reach out to Prof. Ajiche to confirm you're accepting this offer and indicate the program that you want to sign up for, and then you're going to get benefit. Just so you know, the next course of our training starts on the 3rd of August in exactly 2 weeks' time. So there is no time to sleep. There's no time to rest. Okay? We are starting right away. This energy does not have to go down. We are starting right away. All right. So right now, I want to take a little pause, and I'm going to hand it back over to Prof. Ajiche, who is going to now have some graduate reflections. She's going to call up, the students that went through this program. You're going to be sharing your authentic or your honest, experiences around everything that happened. And as she does that, you're just going to be celebrating yourselves as well. And then we're just going to be appreciating you all. And then we're going to close the session. This process is going to take the next maximum 15 minutes, and then we're going to be out of here. Okay? So that's it from me, and over to you, Prof.
Wow. This was a lot of energy, Dr. Samba. I know Dr. Samba is a man of few words, but he ends up saying a lot of things. I'm really, really happy for each and every one of you. Like, all of us have discounts. All the graduating students have discounts. I feel like I want to be part of the Women in Data Cohort 3. Because these discounts keep coming. They keep coming, and it's not only going to be about the discounts. It's going to be, Miss Polly said we need vacation. Yes, we need vacation. SolaviseTech team was in Nairobi, Kenya, and it was awesome. This is the community we are building. We all can see there. Maybe during the sessions, we are just learning. We can't see much, but this is the community. And trust me, you are in the right place. All right, so I would like to call on 3 women who went through the program to give us a review of their experience. I think I will start with Miss Vivian. Miss Vivian, please unmute your mic. Tell us your name, where you're from and your experience of the program.
Okay, thank you, Miss Shazi. Hi, everyone. My name is Vivian Ndungo, and I'm from Kenya. So I am in my final year pursuing a degree in computer science. And
Vivian, can you be on camera, please? It will be great that we can put a face to the name. This is networking, guys. People need to see you. Listen, in networking, this is what happens. It first of all starts with people seeing you, so they know you, right? When they know you, the next phase is they like you. And then from liking you, the next phase is they trust you. Once they know you, like you, and trust you, they can do business with you. I don't like to do business with people that they don't see. So if you know these videos will go places, and you want your face to go places, we're going to be pushing it out there to our community. So we want to see your face, so we can help push your brand. Over.
Okay, so that's me. And can you hear me? Sorry. I was using companion mode, so I had to change to my phone because it has a better camera.
Look at the person, look at the beautiful person that was hiding behind the camera.
Thank you. So I'm very humbled to be among the top 10. Thank you for taking your time with us. I really loved learning from Miss Shazi, Miss Pearl. You guys were amazing. And thank you, Dr. Samba, for the opportunity. Thank you to Eric for, being at the back end and making all this a success. I'm very grateful. I did enjoy the program. And yeah, hope we can meet somewhere else in future. So thank you so much. That's it for me.
So what were your greatest challenges, Vivian, running through the program? What were the challenges you had and how did you overcome them?
Okay, so a major challenge I'd say I had in the program would be maybe working in groups. That was a bit hectic because I'm not the best at working in groups. I really struggled with that. But at least I did find some cooperative members. We had people like Faith, Beryl, and the likes, and they made it a memorable experience. And, we're even pursuing things out there because of the great teamwork we had. And other than that, honestly, I'd say the time zone as well, because right now it's currently heading to 12 midnight. And on Saturdays, I think I said that when we answered the feedback form. Yeah, so Saturdays and Sundays, especially Sunday, because Monday is our work day and a school day. So you find yourself being up a bit too late. But other than that, I'd say overall, it was really good.
Right. So now, just circling back on your feedback, just come to think about it, that tomorrow you get a job, a remote job, where you work for a company in the US, a company in Canada. And on that team, people are in different time zones. Now you can't complain that, because I'm in Kenya, maybe it's going to be midnight, it's going to be, odd hours, you can't work, right? Through this, you were not very flexible around, working in teams, but now you're much comfortable and you see, hey, this is a new normal. So you've built a new skill around this. And so this is the beauty around this. Now your mindset has completely shifted around maybe just doing great as a person, but now being able to do great with a team, accommodating each other's weaknesses and, leveraging from each other's strengths. So we are happy that you had that challenge, because a genuine challenge many people have, and you were able to overcome that by collaborating with your team. Thank you so much for the feedback, and we appreciate it.
Thank you as well.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Miss Vivian. So I'd like to call on Miss Kezia Tufor to also introduce herself, share her experience, difficulties, and how she managed them throughout the cohort 2. So Miss Kezia, can we have you?
Yes, please. Good evening, everyone. And I'm so excited to be part of the top 10.
Please could you turn on your camera?
Unfortunately, I'm braiding my hair, so my hair looks a mess. Yeah, but I'm so happy. The journey was quite interesting. I always had this thing in mind, always show up, because I was really interested in it and I wanted to learn something. And truly, I did. And I'm so excited to be part of the first 10. Thank you so much.
Okay, what were your biggest challenges going through the program and how did you overcome them?
My biggest challenge was when we were grouped in to do the hackathon. Yeah, I found difficulties because my group wasn't participating, but in the end, we did our presentation. Yeah, so that was it.
Okay, thank you very much for the feedback.
Thank you very much, Miss Kezia. So I would like to call on Miss Ari Pearl to introduce herself, tell us her experience about the program, any difficulty she encountered, and how she overcame them. Miss Pearl, can we have you, please?
Okay, good evening, everyone. Unfortunately, I cannot have my camera on because we don't have lights. So I'm really happy to have made it to the end of the program. It was a wonderful experience. Given the fact that I have no tech background, I'm a medical student here in Cameroon. So it was really wonderful connecting with alike people that are just like me. Yes. The program, what I enjoyed most about the program was the community spirit among the women in the program, yes, and how patient our lead facilitators were. It was really amazing. The problem I faced was in my group. I was in the same group as Miss Kezia, and everybody was not really active. So I think that was like the only problem, but overall everything went well and it was good.
Thank
Okay, thank you for that feedback, Pearl. And we are happy that you were able to take the program all through to the end, right? And so you're here. And so looking forward to having you go for that. Remember, you reached out to me lots of times to make progress with the training. And this is an opportunity for you to take it further. Okay. So did you want anyone else, DJ, to step in? You talked about 3 and we had 3 already.
No, sir. 3 is good.
Okay, good. So I just gave you guys a highlight of the programs that we do for sure. But before we wrap up, Prof. Boris, if you're in a position where you can welcome your future students in the next few weeks, we would like you to maybe just step in and give them a high level of what they should expect. Prof. Boris, are you in a position where you can step in right now?
Dr. Samba, please, can you confirm that you can hear me and you can see me?
5 on 5.
Oh, money. It's exciting to see this cohort field where we have only ladies here. It's very exciting. And hey, Pearl and Constance. Also
Yes,
amazed
so
when
Prof.
also amazed when I had Constance talking and then Pearl, and then I was just like, that means it just needs to start, and then definitely you can do wonders. And this is just good evidence that you can actually do wonders. Congratulations. I'm happy. And congratulations to everyone who has been able to sustain this up to this point. They say it's been 3 months. I'm not sure it was 3 months of sleeping, it was 3 months of serious work. Congratulations, guys. So that is just the beginning, like everyone has said, has mentioned earlier. So the real thing is starting. And so the idea is when you have basic information, when you have the foundation, the next question becomes, what do you do with that information? What do you do with that knowledge that you've already been able to acquire? And then that should be the grounds on which you step up to the next level. And that will be able to translate that knowledge that you've already acquired into productive work, building solutions and being able to get these solutions to work and solve real life problems. And so if you are about to take these further, then that will be the dimension where you will be diving into. That will means you'll be able to translate the knowledge that you've able to grasp between these past 3 months, and then you'll be able to use that knowledge to produce real life solutions or to build real life solutions, and that will reflect what companies, organizations, and every other one out there is doing. And so you're looking at Silicon Valley standard, so there's nothing short of that, of course, right? And so that is that was just the level where you get to understand what this is all about. And then next step now becomes how then do you translate this into real life work? And so that's what the next the whole data science deep dive program is all about, where we just get this language which you've learned how to speak, which is called Python. I'm guessing everyone here cannot speak and write Python, I guess so. And so now the question becomes, how then do you use that language and be able to communicate to solve real life problems, right? And just like we're using English now to solve real life problems, then how do I use Python to solve real life problems? And that's how we're going to look at it. And so that is the phase that is coming forward. And normally it runs between 6 to 8 months. We tried our best to keep it within that range of time. And 99% of the sessions are hands-on. So you don't come with, we don't write notes. You don't bring any, you bring exercise books to drop key points. But then, yeah, it's not like you're copying notes. So we're just going to be building solutions. That's it. That's all. You just build solutions from the skills that you've been able to acquire for the next months. And so what that means is that by the end of the day, your GitHub account should be filled with different projects that you've been able to cover. And I'm sure the networking sessions were so productive that you should be able to know how to translate that into your LinkedIn account and begin to tell people what you're doing. And so that's how far you can go with the next phase. And of course, after that, now we have the next other phase, which is deep learning and agentic AI. That's a different phase of the program, which is advanced after you complete this other one. So it's so that's just to tell you that this is a step-wise process. You don't just start today and become pro tomorrow. No. So you start and then you go gradually. I have my friend Dr. Angelo always say slowly but surely, right? So yeah, that is it for the next phase. So congratulations to everyone who has been able to nail it up to this point. We're looking forward to now have you into the other sessions where you now be real life solutions, where you're just translating this knowledge that you've acquired into productive work. Okay. Beautiful ladies.
So maybe Prof. Boris wants to, you just want to end by saying see you in class, right?
Of course, that's what I wanted to say. See you in class.
So guys, let's see in the chat right now. How many of you want to see Prof. Boris in class? Drop in the chat. Just drop I. If you're setting you're going to see me in class, you know,
full energy.
Drop in the chat right now. Just drop in the chat. Say I.
Full energy, full energy, full energy.
Okay, Kezia says I. Oh, Akia, we are writing down these names. If he doesn't see you in class, he'll come after you. Okay.
You begin to think. You begin to think about where you find yourself here right now. What are you doing now? Are you a student? Are you a businessman? Are you a nurse? Are you a? Just begin to think about what you're gonna do with data in that space. That's how we operate. You understand? So, are you a student? Then what? How would you use data within the space where you want to move into after your studies? If you are already working, then what happens? What are you going to be doing with data in your space? That is how all the projects are driven. It's not like we have one project that cuts across everybody. Okay, today we are dealing with business. Where are the business people? Hey, put up your hands. And then, okay, this project is driven to your direction. You're going to be building business solutions from here. Where are the medical doctors, the nurses? Okay, these are healthcare predictive models that we are going to be building. So that's how it's going to work. And so it's not like we're not telling everybody to abandon what you're doing. We are telling you to bring data into what you're doing, right? And for the students, we are telling you to look past just studies and then look at what is actually happening in the world. What are the problems in the world? Of course, because we are going to tell you that this is where we are in the world in terms of development, in terms of problem solving. What are the problems that are existing? Because you don't want to come and solve the problem of sending emails. That has been solved already, right? So what problems should we now begin to look at to solve? So think about this and That's how you drive solutions. That's how you make a difference. So come on, guys, you should enroll. You should enroll. You should enroll. You should enroll. And SolaviseTech is doing a whole lot in this space. And thank you, Dr. Samba, for the work you guys are doing and pushing everything ahead. And Eric, they say there's no car without a driver, Abi. Thank you very much for the work that is doing. So guys, please join, okay? Enroll and get that transformation. And you can look at Pearl and Madame Aqua. I didn't believe that I would be in a meeting where Pearl was the lead, right? And Ajike, sorry if I didn't pronounce the name well. I'm so proud of you. I saw the way you were already driving the whole thing left and right. That was exciting. And that's the power we want for the ladies, right? So come on, enroll. And those that got their, how do you say, you got your 50%, 20%, 10% off your tuition. That was awesome. Congratulations. Please seize that opportunity and make a difference. I paid $8,000 for this program for 12 months. I'm serious. So it's not about the money. It's about the knowledge that is transformative. So let's engage. Over to you, Dr. Samba.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And it's on this note that we are bringing it to a wrap. We want to thank you all. We want to appreciate you all for the efforts you put in. We celebrate you. Can you celebrate yourselves once again? Just celebrate yourselves once again. You made it to the end. You showed up to the end. You're still here. You've not left. You're still here. Guys, you're still here. Thank you so much. And so the last word from me will just be for you to take action, right? You go out there, ask anybody, do you want to succeed? Everybody say yes. Do you want to make it? They'll say yes. So what makes the difference between winners and losers is winners take action, but losers, they keep wishing that they can make it, right? They keep making plans, but they never take action on those plans. So we strongly encourage you, take action today. Reach out to me today. Reach out to us today and say, I am ready to engage. You know, how can I pay and get started? Just start, and then we figure it out. You know, for whatever you have to pay, you must not do it, you know, at once. We do accept instrumental payment, so don't be hindered by that. You can always reach out to us. We will be able to support you with that. But then we are saying that you need to invest in yourself. It will cost you money, it will cost you time, it will cost you energy, it will cost you your resources. But in the end, you'll be happy that you invested in yourself and in your journey. So right now, we're just going to take our general photo. If you can be on camera, that would be great. Just come on camera while we take a group photo, and then we're going to close this session. So once we close, what's going to happen is keep an eye on your emails. You will receive your certificates by email. Your certificates are ready. That's number one. Number two, you will receive flyers of your personalized flyers that indicates that you are graduating, and then your entire batch flyer, everyone on it. Use these resources to tell the world that something has added to your life. Don't take it and you put it, you know, in your closet. You're shy to tell the world. You want to wait until you hit a very big milestone before you come out and you announce it. You want to wait before you get like a PhD before you announce it. You want to wait until something really, really big. So celebrate your small wins. It's these little wins that now add up over time to something big. And once you celebrate yourself through these little wins, over time, you will be grateful for how far you have come. Because you look back on your LinkedIn and you'll see like, oh, I have been able to build a portfolio that's very solid. And that's how now, tomorrow, when you reach out to people for opportunities, they go and check you up on LinkedIn. They say, what has this person been posting online? What is your track record like? That becomes your CV. It becomes your CV because now you have a proof of work. So that's why we want you to be on camera. We immortalize this moment, and then you take it from there. So at the count of 3, we're going to give our best smile. Smile as though you just got a contract for $1 million. and you're about to start that project, right? So giving your best smile right here. On this screen, we have Vivian. Vivian, if you can be on camera, that would be great. Kezia, if you can be on camera, that would be great. Favor, Cynthia. Okay, let's have it. Ethelyn. I hope this is the Ethelyn I know. This Ethelyn sounds familiar from Bamenda. Oh, great. Please, let's talk after this call. All right, guys. So let's have it. Eric, if you can grab it from your end, I will grab it from this end. At the count of 3, let's grab it. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Let me grab this window and then we grab the next. Perfect. Then you just want to make a funny style, right? Whatever. Gen Z. Let's do the Gen Z styles. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Let's grab it. Awesome. Let's have it. And then not long ago, Constance said, clock it. That's a new one, right? For the ladies. All right. Good. Awesome. So thank you so much, ladies. It's on this note that we bring it to an end. And we look forward to continuing this journey with you. So Eric, right now, probably want to drop the link to the SolaviseTech general community for those who are not yet there. Those who are joining for the first time, they can just join in. And also, you want to drop the link to your LinkedIn handle right now in the chat. We will end this call, but you can still stay back to just to network. So you can drop the link to your LinkedIn handle right now, connect with each other. Right now, we are over 32 plus on the call. You want to make sure that the quality of your network improves over time. Continue to add contacts to your network every single week. Keep adding new contacts. Listen, contacts are for contracts. Contacts are for business. You know. So thank you so much, guys. And I'll see you at the top. I'm always just a text message away. You can always reach out to me. Whatever challenge you have, if you need. Now, there are people here that have had recommendation letters. I've signed recommendation letters for people for their different projects. They've traveled to countries. You know, they've had grants and so on. Don't hesitate to reach out to us in case there's anything that we can support your dreams with. All right. Thank you so much. And over back to you, Ajiche. Ciao.
Oh, thank you very much, Dr. Samba. I think we have come to the end of the program. I want to appreciate everyone. I want to appreciate the CEO.